Welcome back. Now, can we make our authentic Hainanese chicken in less than 30 minutes using a rice cooker? Probably, but how is it going to make us feel? Stick around to the end, see if it's worth the hype. So first off, what is not going to make this authentic is I'm not going to use a whole chicken in the rice cooker because it's just going to take too long. It won't fit unless you've got a tiny puny little chicken. Instead, I've opted for some corn-fed boneless thighs because, like, maybe out of preference, I love the dark meat. I think the thigh meat has a lot more flavor, and that's what I would always go for whenever I'm having a Hainanese chicken. So I've got some good quality corn-fed boneless thighs. Now, another thing that is a sort of a cheek hack that I saw a lot in those videos is having a Hainanese chicken rice paste. In my restaurant, I do make my own version of a paste, which is equal amounts of ginger and garlic. A lot of those chicken rice pastes include MSG, obviously for flavoring, so chicken stock bouillon or MSG, sugar, salt. So I've got my ginger and garlic paste here, and I've been rendering away lots of chicken fat. This is going to give it the flavor that you link to the authentic Hainanese chicken rice. So I'm just going to add a little bit in there, and then some salt. I'm actually going to use some chicken bouillon, so that's going to contain MSG, so that's going to give it a little kick of flavor. No shame in you using MSG, is there? What do you think? We all know Uncle Roger's point of view. Right. So you'll end up, if you blend ginger, garlic, MSG, salt, sugar, the chicken bouillon, you can even add some sesame oil in there, but I thought I'm going to use that for the dress, hold up and use that for the dressing later. You can actually pop this into an ice tray, pop it in the freezer, and you can pop it out whenever you want to make this quick and easy meal. To the important part, the rice. Now, I've got my washed rice, yes, in my colander, but it has a fancy handle. It's from Yum Asia, so before you come at me, Uncle Roger, I do believe it's really important you wash rice separately, not in a rice cooker, because when you wash rice in the rice bowl, all those grains, when you're washing it, it's going to start abrasing that lovely non-stick. Unless you've got one of those fancy ceramic coated ones, don't do it. It will make your rice cooker last a lot longer. So I've got my washed rice, and I'm just going to heat up. Got maybe like a cup and a half of rice there, 2 cups. So I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of this paste. I'm going to bring that to a heat. Right, I've heated up my couple of tablespoons of the chicken rice paste. I'm going to add in my washed rice. Give it a really good stir. Right, have a look. Can you see what I've done here? I put in the chicken rice paste, cooked it out so you haven't got that raw garlic and ginger flavor, but I've also coated each grain of rice in that chicken rice paste. So for those of you who are quite experienced in making Hainanese chicken, you understand how important it is to get all of those grains of rice imparting all of that lovely flavor. I think it's important anyway. So now it's ready to go into the rice cooker. Oh, that's warm. I use all these little spatulas in the kitchen all the time because I don't want to waste anything. Also because I have to pay for everything around here in this kitchen. There we go, every bit, every drop. So we need to get in the next important part, which is the chicken stock. Got a large batch over here going. Because there's going to be liquid coming out of the chicken when it steams. You don't actually want to go for too much of that stock. So I'm going to put in just about equal amounts of the stock to the rice. So kind of ignoring the finger rule this time. All right, that's just about right. Right, next up is preparing the chicken thighs. Right, I got these chicken thighs. They're looking pretty trim already. There's actually a little bit of extra fat there, so I'm actually going to cut that off. And I use that for the ginger sauce. And just pick away any extra hairs that might be on there. And I'm going to give it a good seasoning. Yes, there's a lot of salt or MSG in the stock already, but it always helps to season your meat. Now you can use any part of the chicken. You can use thighs, you can use breasts, you can use legs. Preferably I'm using bone out because I think it's going to cook a lot faster and a lot more even. And I got roughly the same size chicken. So I'm going to put those directly onto the rice. And My personal favorite ingredient when it comes to doing Hainanese chicken rice is some pandan. Now, you might be able to find this in the frozen aisle. You might be able to get fresh like me, but I think it's quite a crucial flavor to a Hainanese chicken. If you don't have it, don't stress. Use the spring onion. I'm gonna put that just on top of the chicken to kind of impart that fragrant aroma on there. Now you can add some more garlic, ginger, anything else you want in there. Some people use a bit of turmeric, but I think that's going to impart too much of a different flavor. That is simply it. So let's put this on to cook, and it's on quick mode. I'm going to put stop. I'm going to make a quick dressing to go on the chicken because otherwise I find it's going to be a little bit bland. So a couple of tablespoons of soy sauce. I'm using light, some pure sesame oil. You can get blended, but I definitely think it's worth investing in pure sesame oil. Give it a quick whisk. And add a touch of the chicken stock. And a little bit of salt, sugar. That's all you need to go on top of the chicken. Ready. So we're just waiting for this to cook. So the rice cooker says it's ready. Let's open it up. Awesome. Looks like the rice is all nicely cooked and the chicken looks cooked. Let's get it out. Let's have a look at this chicken. I'm fascinated about this chicken. Okay. It's got nice color. Yeah, it looks like it's cooked through. Oh, the rice is cooked really nicely. So I definitely recommend not going more than 1-to-1 as a ratio for the stock to rice. Oh man, I'm pretty impressed with that rice. Now for the chicken. I think the main thing is we're not dunking this straight into ice water because we're wanting to serve this straight away. So you're not going to get that lovely gelatinous jelly under the skin. And it's piping hot, so please be careful. But that chicken is cooked very evenly. It's got a really nice color. From start to finish, 30 minutes. I'm quite impressed. That rice is lovely. We got cooked chicken. So you could put this all together and then do something else, and then dinner's done for you. As long as you got a chicken stock and that paste ready, this is going to be a really fast meal. Let's have a taste. Well, the rice, as we expect, is absolutely banging. That's spot on. Fluffy, individually coated, loads of flavor. But this chicken here it's delicious. It's got that lovely pandan flavor. That skin is really delicious, soft. But the meat, because it's steamed so intensively, it's a little bit on the tougher side. But I mean, if you're in a pickle, if you're stuck and you want something convenient, yeah, absolutely, hands down, give it a try. Would I pass this off for my Singaporean mother and family? Probably not. But if I was on my own, after work, at uni, or studying late, working late, come back home from the kitchen late, absolutely. I think this is a really delicious way of having chicken and rice. If this helps people try to make Hainanese chicken rice, then please try it. I think if you want to get an authentic Hainanese chicken, you need to take the time and care in doing the entire long, slow process because you get those results. With this, you've gotten fast results. But I think you better stay tuned and follow us for more on how to do a Hainanese chicken a very traditional, authentic way. Maybe if we hit 200,000 subscribers, I'll do a very in-depth review on how to make it. So that's all I wanted to cover today. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave us a comment if you have. And yeah, definitely give us a go. I highly recommend it. I think go out, try it. Leave us a comment if you have tried it or what do you think. I mean, how does this Hainanese chicken make you feel? I know from my experience, it's made me feel like this is very comforting food. Hainanese chicken to me, is the ultimate comfort food. And being able to do it, a version of it at least, in 30 minutes or less, is an extra level of comfort. It's fantastic, right? It's impressive. And it might not pass off as the real thing or traditional, but it's very good, close enough, just enough. Like all of us, we're only just enough. Good Good job, rice cooker. You did a good dish today. Now you guys, get out of here. Go and make something in a rice cooker. I've got work to do. So shit. I can't believe my husband's making me do this.